Hey Starter Crew, welcome to 2.3. We've got an upper body resistance fitness, definitely fitness in here. We've got lots of loop runs. So 25-meter loop run for me is kind of just out my driveway, down to my next door neighbour's light post and back in. And that's going to be the best friend for your workout, or around your house, around your backyard, using some cardio equipment for about 30 to 35 seconds would be a really good gauge as well. So the first one being there, every time we add a minute, we add an exercise. Take at least 30 seconds to a minute between each AMRAP, but try and keep that heart rate up nice and high. Technique is super important, but we're looking for how you transition between those exercises as well with AMRAPs. So push-ups, knees are completely okay. I like to do hand release. This is a great way to really learn to use your chest. Release all the way to the ground. Use no effort getting down, but keep the back nice and solid and cool. We're going to drive through the hips and through the chest. So this I find helps a lot easier than trying to lower and getting really stuck and then start curving off the back. Yep, hand release. It's also okay if those knees are stacked underneath the hips a little bit further. We're coming down and out the side as well. So from here, the next one we're going to add is this wide step jack. So weights are going to come out to the side. They're all nicely aligned. What we're going to do is step and press overhead. Usually we're going up through the middle. Yeah. So with the wide, we're going to engage more of the back muscles, and the body's going to have to do more little corrections through here, which is a nice way to work the back as well. So step jacks, then out for that loop run, back in for those push-ups. The next one we add is those dumbbell punches. Yep. So out the front, you're going to push the dumbbell out, keep those knuckles up and pull it. Yeah. So push, pull. These burn. I always use a lighter weight, so I might do presses with a 5 and drop down to a 3 for dumbbell punches, especially if we're doing so many. Then the last one we're going to do is the dumbbell tricep extension. So just coming down onto my knees just to show you, you can do this standing up. It is nice and supported here. Core to back, really important when we're overhead, stacking the weights directly over our joints, keeping those elbows next to the ears, and then extending the weight behind. Yep. We got the front view here. Yep. Really important not to curve off that back. No C curves back there, nice and tucked on, breathing on the extension. And yeah, you're at the top of your pyramid. It gets better. Going decline, we've got some different exercises. Now remember, upper body is tough, and we're doing isolated movements here, not massive compound. But we've worked through the chest, we're going to work through the back, and our sort of repeating here move is going to be the pulls. Yeah, using the step now instead of the running. Yay, mix it up. Or your cardio equipment at home. The high plank arm pulls, again, you can stack into the tabletop position, or you can take those knees behind and then transition the weight forward. That way your little hip flexors here, we're trying to go as flat as possible towards the ground. Eventually, obviously when you're on toes, they are flat. Pulling, we're going to keep those wrists underneath those shoulders, neck's nice and neutral. We're going to pull, yeah, for 20. Yeah, it's like a renegade row, but because we're doing so many reps, you'll find what I'm looking for is no rocking throughout the hips as well. Yep, so here, yep, keeping nice and stable through the body as well and not tucking that neck. Yeah, we're all about nice posture. You've got butterfly sit-ups. Yep, all this is, guys, is putting those feet together. Use a dumbbell overhead. Yep, I couldn't do these when I first started. Yeah, but use the dumbbell as that momentum to get up as far as you can. You might be able to use the momentum to get all the way up, or you might just do a little crunch. Think we're just trying to get the shoulders off the ground, and by the hips being nice and open, we sort of see how tight they are, but we start to not have to use the legs or, to get us up. We really want to just use the core. And then bicep curls, here's the next one for the 4 minute. What weights to thighs, shoulders are back, my core's engaged. I want to go all the way from my thigh to the top. My palms are up. We don't want to be swinging. And just because we're in an AMRAP, we still want to make them nice and controlled, even though they're nice isolated moves as well. And then we just take off and exercise as we're going down. Yay! And then we're going to finish off with some beautiful floor conditioning. So let's have a look at that now. Right up just as high. Finishing off our floor conditioning, we've got some beautiful core work with the arms with the downward dog plank. So nice, trying to create the nice A-frame, yeah, pushing through. We're going to transition the weight forward, yeah, into that plank, knees coming through and extending. So let those eyes follow through the back, then out the front as we transition. So 10 right, 10 left, guys. This is great for all over conditioning. Then you're going to go into the Superman with a lat pull down. Now we work the front, we've got to work the back. Really important to strengthen your back. Back injuries suck. So big Superman position, arms out in front, arms extended, neck facing down. We're going to lift, pull back the elbows, squeeze and extend. Up, squeeze, extend. Up, squeeze, extend. Then hold it out, minute plank. Woo. And then do this 4 times around, and then you're done. Easy.